Hello everyone and welcome to another episode 10 of Tombstone TV. We have a stacked card for you tonight. The first match is tag team action. Oh, boom. This is Ozone representing the Cosmic Alliance. We have two tag team matches this evening for you. Winners of both tag teams will move on. They will face later off on a different episode of Tombstone TV. Winner of that matchup will become the number one contender for the tag team titles here at Championship Wrestling Series. And who is it? It's Moonbeam Jr. So tonight's tag team matchup, it's Ozone and Moonbeam Jr., which is a slightly different variation of the trio known as the Cosmic Alliance. Usually we see Starshine Kid versus alongside Moonbeam Jr. with Ozone as the third man, but these two guys, let's see what their chemistry is like. I'm being told that Starshine Kid is actually in a matchup on his own this evening. He is in the Fatal 5-Way main event match tonight. Winner of that will go on to face the light heavyweight champion at the next pay-per-view, which is called Eliminator. That's why he's not in this tag team matchup tonight. So you will see all three members of the Cosmic Alliance in action. Who will be facing Cosmic Alliance to progress in this small tag team tournament at Championship Wrestling Series. Moonbeam is a strange cat. Also, these guys weighing in at very little where they come from. They wanted me to point that in space, gravity, weight classes, who cares, right? And oh, it's the Gladiators. We have the team of Tyrion and Theon Castle, these twin brothers, former tag team champions here at Championship Wrestling Series. They're hoping to get back at those titles, and this would be a great opportunity if they can beat the Cosmic Alliance, and if they can go on to the next matchup, next week's episode of Tombstone TV, and beat the winner of that. They will progress to the pay-per-view, our first ever Eliminator event, and they will challenge, presumably Walker's Undead will still be the champions at that point. Hey, who knows, we might be looking at the first ever two-time tag team champions here at CWS. This very slow, methodical entrance is all about getting in the heads of their opponents. This violence, this chaos between Tyrion and Theon, this is nothing new to them. They've been waging these wars, these battles for years. They're used to being in these grand arenas with screaming fans, fighting for their lives, for their livelihoods. Let's see how the Gladiators get on in this matchup. They've yet to face a team as unorthodox as the Cosmic Alliance, especially this variation of them. It looks like Moonbeam's going to start this thing off against Tyrion, and the bell rings. Easy lock up, whip into the corner, big bounce back by Moonbeam, and look at that, tosses the man over the rope, and look at this, straight away Tyrion fights back, leaps back into the ring. Moonbeam wasn't quite ready for it. Samurai takedown, and interesting offense there with that flat second rope assisted splash. The armor-clad splash there by Tyrion Castle. Moonbeam locks up and quick roll-up. Follow through, kicks to the face. And an elbow to the back. I'm not sure how much that's going to work against these guys, considering they are wearing heavily plated armor. Ozone, quickness is not his strong suit early in these matches. Sometimes it takes him a little while to warm up, but once he gets going, he's a flying freight train. Tyrion dragging the much larger man into his corner. Bounces his head off that turnbuckle and tag action. Theon now enters the ring. Big gut punch and a right hand. Oh, he can't do it. He can't lift him. headbutt from Ozone. He fights back. Maybe Theon is seeing stars. Ha, ha. Space puns, right. Ozone picks the man up, grabs him by the legs. Quick, oh, that's a fairly disrespectful. Ozone picks him up by the throat. And he's just tossing Theon around this ring. He's going for the cover. All that weight on him. Theon kicks out at 1. Moonbeam coming in just for effect, I think. Theon, bit of disrespect of his own, and a kick out at 1 by Ozone. Theon's taunting in the corner here. Moonbeam's in with these whipping elbows. Oh, this flat face bump and a kick to the back of the arm. Quick tags, Moonbeam back out, Ozone back in. Ozone is legal, and a diving headbutt, which is an interesting call for Ozone. You'd think he'd be using his weight, but I think that was more about disrespecting his opponent, not having to use that size to keep him down. Fast, frequent tags here between Ozone and Moonbeam Jr. It's as if they haven't seen the form the Castles are on, though. They might be taking them a bit too lightly. Look at these steel-plated shins assisting with the knee drops across the throat and face of Moonbeam. These gauntlet-assisted uppercuts. Tag between Theon and Tyrion. Tyrion now legal. Moonbeam, gut punch. It's not going to be effective. Oh, but a kick to the chin will rock you. I don't care who you are or what you're wearing. Tyrion just choking Moonbeam. That punch to the gut again. Look at those hands. Not sure how these are legal, but these gauntlet assisted punches, and Moonbeam's fighting out of this powerbomb predicament. Big right. Moonbeam just seems like he's taking Theon for a walk. Yeah, Theon's not having much of this one. Big elbows back. Moonbeam staggered. And look at this second rope gladiator salt. Ozone whips the man into the referee. I think that was mistimed on everyone's parts. Ozone. Oh, with this falling slam. He's climbing. Ozone to the second rope. Oh! Ozone splash. And a kick out at 2 by Tyrion. That second rope, Ozone splash. Look, Tyrion is still reeling from that. Maybe that is the way through this armor. Maybe Ozone has it sus now. He's figured it out. The way to get through the armor is to constrict it, use his own body weight. Diving shoulder tackle from the top rope. And here he is, egging on the crowd, but he's not taking advantage of the situation he finds himself in. He picks up. Oh, and he's down. He's absolutely stunned right here. 2, and a kick out. The wherewithal of Theon to get out of this predicament. And the fans are chanting tag team wrestling. Ozone slides back into the ring in what has been a very good matchup so far. I wasn't sure how these two teams would oppose each other, but so far... Oh, look at this for a jump swinging DDT by Moonbeam. Both Castles seem to be seeing stars right now. Moonbeam is taunting in the corner. He might be taking the team a bit too lightly. They're too showboaty. These guys are quite full of themselves. They're fan favorites and they're here to make people smile, but there is a time and a place for that, and right now they're supposed to be in combat against these highly skilled fighters. Gauntlet assisted clothesline across the throat and an elbow drop. Theon tags out to Tyrion. Moonbeam. He's right back in the fight. He's whipped into the ropes. Drop down. Leapfrog. Backbreaker! Tilt a whirl. Backbreaker. And he's wrenching at the arm and bicep here. Weakening that same arm. Tyrion is stalking Moonbeam. Oh, Moonbeam fights out. And a clothesline of his own. Tyrion's climbing up, rope assist to climb up. Moonbeam's got him, he's dragging him to his corner. Oh, Tyrion fights out just in the nick of time. Moonbeam was about to tag in the fresher man, Ozone. It looks like Tyrion has him up for that powerbomb. Oh, sit out powerbomb. The disrespect to do that in front of his friend right there. 1, 2, and Ozone just about makes the break as Moonbeam kicks out. And now the Castles both in the ring at this time. The referee needs to take control here. Tyrion is outside. He picks Moonbeam up. Throws him back into the ring. He's not taking the count out here. He wants a decisive victory over the Cosmic Alliance. Oh, Moonbeam gets out of that. Punch to the back, jarring back, and then a kick to the back of the neck. Ozone gets the tag. Referee sees it. Ozone's in. Oh, look at this. What effective combination. He just absolutely used Ozone's own weight and momentum against him. Tyrion going to the top now, since something we see all the time. Perfect moonsault. Tyrion pulls Ozone to the corner, bounces his head off that turnbuckle again. Quick tags. Theon's in. Double team maneuver and another gauntlet assisted punch to the gut. Ozone is in trouble here. Theon again ramming that gauntlet into the face of Ozone and to the back of the head. Ozone is stunned. The referee actually has to get out of the way here. Ozone's just going to roll his way out. Theon hopping the steps and he's going to... No way. Look at this. The capture overhead suplex. Theon is really feeling himself right now. That gauntlet again raking across the face of Ozone with these clubbing blows. Ozone's up. He seems angry. He whips Theon into the stairs. He's using metal against him. Theon and Tyrion Castle have been using this armor to their advantage, and it looks as though Ozone is just fighting back. Theon, I think he's just rocked Moonbeam with that clothesline. Moonbeam shouldn't have been getting involved right there. Look at Theon, just picks him up, and what a slam. 1, 2, 3, decisive. That was clean. Center of the ring. He just prevented Moonbeam from entering the ring with that quick clothesline. Moonbeam was stunned and he just picked Ozone up and dropped him on the back of his head. They'd been working over the head, the neck, the whole match with those gauntlet shots. Great matchup for the Castles. We'll see who they go up against later on this evening. We have the Manners versus the Wrestlers. That is Matt and Al Wrestler versus Bad Manners. Winner goes on to face the Castles next week on Tombstone TV. Winner of that matchup becomes our number 1 contenders to face the Walkers Undead. That's the end of part 1. Hello and welcome to part 2 of episode 10 of Tombstone TV. Introducing first in this singles match, one half of the iconic duo Hammer and Nails, we have Jacques Hammer. This guy, I was talking to him earlier today and he is furious. He came in to the Championship Wrestling Series with such momentum. He came in with his tag team partner and long-term friend, Fabian Niels. They come in as a tag team, they win their first match. He goes on to a fatal 5-way singles action, which he wins and gets a number 1 contender shot at his own friend and partner, Fabian Niels' Intercontinental Championship on the pay-per-view Survivor Slam. He goes on to that match and he loses it clean, decisively to his own partner. He wants to have a rebound match. He challenges the Platinum Kid to a match and Platinum Kid beats him. If you've been following the career of Platinum Kid, you'll understand that that is a surprise to most people. His opponent now tonight also lost at the Survivor Slam. This is Sweet Kenny Campbell, the lead singer, the frontman of the band Wild Tiger. And Kenny Campbell has not had the best run of form recently himself. He was against beautiful Bruno Bravo last week on episode 9 of Tombstone TV, and Kenny Campbell lost again decisively. He lost to beautiful Bruno Bravo, and if you remember after that match, Travis Sanchez came out and he kind of shook down beautiful Bruno Bravo, kind of mocking the victory, which wasn't very fair to Kenny Campbell. I'm not sure is this the end of that interaction between Bruno and Travis. We might see more of that. And Jackhammer with the quick punch, and look at that for a throw. Oh my gosh, are we going straight for this one? No, a kick out, not even at one. Kenny Campbell was rocked, but he's up. Jackhammer with this second rope assisted cross body. He is going for the jugular, it seems, and a leaping side kick and a punch to the back. And Kenny Campbell hasn't gotten into this one. Jackhammer has a point to prove, I think. And look at that for a twisting Hurricane Rana. Kenny kips up. Jackhammer with the snapmare takedown. Right to the face with the sole of his own boot and stomp across the eyes. Jackhammer must be embarrassed after having his loss to the Platinum Kid last week. Which isn't fair either, because Platinum Kid, he's been building momentum. He has been asking the vets in the ring. He's been learning, and he beat Hammer with his own move. The Hammer Splash. Platinum Kid is calling it the Platinum Splash. That's official, ladies and gentlemen. Jacques against Kenny. He's just broken out of that submission, and he's into a pinfall. One. Ooh, Kenny was nearly caught off guard there. Okay, Kenny looks like he's going for a quick suplex. But Jacques keeps up of his own. These guys are both very athletic. You forget when you look at Kenny Campbell, but he's a lean athlete. He is strong, deceptively strong, and he's absolutely flipped the momentum here, stomping back. Not on the face of Jackhammer. He's going to stomp back on the hand, because he knows a lot of Jack's offense. These capture suplexes, these lifts, if you take away the hands, can't be lifted. And as I say it, he drops him on his head with a big DDT. Jack fights back, right of his own. And there we go. Just what I was talking about. Weaken the hands, because otherwise you're going against these kind of capture heavy lifts from the lean, tall, powerful Jacques Hammer. Oh, and Kenny just bounces Jack's face off the ropes, leaps back in, and back to that DDT. He's going to drop Jack on his face one more time. And again, twisting the arm into this arm breaker. His own elbow is assisting, getting that torque, wrenching that back. Kenny Campbell doing a bit of showboating. Oh, and he got the cheers of the crowd, but he kind of fobbed them off. Interesting development there with this double axe handle from the top rope connects. Kenny Campbell, nope, gets a kick to the gut for his troubles and kicks back, and again with the DDT. This time on the outside, on the floor. Jackhammer has been dropped 3 times on his face right now to my count. He reverses it, whips the legs. And big lift. And look at this. The Tiger's Bite. Kenny Campbell hits the Tiger's Bite on the outside. Whips Jacques off the... Jacques misses wildly with a kick. Whips him into the stairs. Kenny Campbell now slides back into the ring. The referee almost gets knocked down for the troubles. Kenny with the diving elbow from the top to the outside over the stairs. I'm not sure who came off worse with that one. He sizes him up for a kick and then punches the man in the face. The disrespect here by sweet Kenny Campbell. I think Jacques might have been taking this too lightly. Kenny is fighting back. Jacques has him up. Powerbomb outside. I think Kenny's head clipped the stairs on the way down. That was vicious. These two guys. What a violent encounter between the two. These whipping chops. And Kenny with a... Oh. Gory stretch. You can't win by submission on the outside. And Jacques reverses it. Whips Kenny by the arm. Rolls over into the stairs. Both men still fighting on the outside. Why isn't the referee counting? 8. Kenny... This happened to Kenny in his last match. He was got to around the same size, around to the count of 8. He was leaning up against that barricade, catching his breath. It seems like it might be a choice, actually. Up on the shoulders, and reverse Frankensteiner. Kenny Campbell gets down from the shoulders of Jacques Hammer. Knee to the back of the head. Jacques is feeling himself here. 1, 2, and he kicked out. I wasn't sure. We've seen a few interesting ends to matches recently with gut kicks, with shoulder tackles. Oh my God, spear to the outside. Jacques goes down. Kenny Campbell, he'd probably take the win off of anything. That's the thing. Not every match has to end with a big flashy move here at the Championship Wrestling Series. What people need to understand is sometimes that move was enough and you can get the 3. If you can get the 3, take the payday, baby. Jacques has Kenny Campbell rocked. He slides out to get him. Whips him in. He might regret that because it seemed like Kenny was on the way up anyway. Yeah, Kenny with the spine buster. He was playing possum. Jacques is feeling his back right now. He seems to be in a world of hurt. Kenny is dragging Jacques over to the ropes. And snapmares him back. Kenny to the outside. Now what's he going to do? Rolls into the ring and oh my God! The wild stunner. 2, 3. Kenny Campbell beats Jacques Hammer. I think that's Kenny's first win here at CWS in singles action. And Jacques takes another pinfall loss. Jacques can't catch a break. Fabian Niels must be very disheartened in his partner right now. And Jacques must be beside himself. But not to take away from Kenny Campbell's sweet, sweet victory night. That was a great win here for Wild Tiger and for Kenny Campbell. Let's see what this does for his momentum going forward. Welcome back to episode 10 of Tombstone TV. I am still your host, Bullet Von Awesome. This next up match is a singles match between two big men. Introducing first, with Big Ben in his corner, Royal Albert Tall. These guys, they've been friends for a long time. They've recently started teaming up together as the Pure Bloods, and they were unsuccessful in that matchup against the Castles. I believe it was last week on Tombstone TV. They were in a losing effort to the Castles, which is what turned the Castles' momentum around. And you've seen how well that run of form is going for themselves tonight. Tonight it's singles action. We've got Royal Albert Tall up against Pantera Roja Dos in singles action. Big Ben has been told he's not actually able to compete tonight after he has sustained a minor injury. He's just not been cleared by the doctors here at CWS. He has been in this steady feud for weeks now, in this rivalry with Loco Lobo Azul. And I think a few nagging injuries has caught up with Ben. He was told that he's not actually able to compete tonight, but he wanted to be here. He wanted to come out in front of the fans. He's getting these mixed reactions. He wanted to be there for his friend Royal Albert Tall, taking on this wild beast in Pantera Roja Dos. We'll see what this, what the chemistry is like between these two guys. Big Ben seems to be having a great fun out here again tonight. And here we go, the entrance. The lights go down, and Pantera is on his way to the ring. But he is not alone, ladies and gentlemen. Pantera Roja Dos is not alone. The mind games have begun. Big Ben thought he was coming out to help his friend and be in the corner, but it looks like Loco Lobo Azul is here to be in the corner of Pantera Roja Dos. The mind games here at play. If this goes well, I wonder will we be seeing... Will these guys be in the corner of each other going forward? Are these guys going to help each other out? I'm getting word in my ear that, yes, it's official. Pantera Roja Dos and Loco Lobo Azul have officially formed a team here at CWS. They are hereby going to be known as Dos Bestias Locas. Interesting developments here at the CWS. We've got Big Ben in the corner, his tag team partner, the Purebloods, Royal Albertal, and he's up against Pantera Roja Dos with Loco Lobo Azul in his corner, and this match so far has been all Pantera. The mind games have begun. Royal Albertal does not know where he is, I feel. Pantera with the sidewalk slam. Ben's feeling that on the outside. Big reaction there from Big Ben. Big man, big reaction. Royal Albertal goes for the clothesline on Pantera and does not knock him down. The size of Royal Albertal, and he was unable to knock Pantera down, but Pantera has no problem knocking Ben down. Look at this choke right in front of the referee. Big right hand, Pantera Roja Dos with the... Oh, it looks like he's going for a stroke there, and he gets... Nope. Shoulder tackle. This time he doesn't knock Tall down. These guys are really feeling each other out right now. Pulls him down, and Pantera's going for a pinfall right in the center of the ring. It's just good for a 1 count. I think that was more of an act of disrespect. Royal Albertal with these punches. Maybe it was a bad idea to go blow for blow. Oh, look at this. Pantera couldn't get him up. Royal Albertal uses his weight to roll the man down. Oh, this time Pantera has no problem lifting him up, and look at this. Drops the throat across the top rope, and Pantera goes to the top, and he's showing the crowd what he thinks of them. Royal Albertal with some British wrestling here with this drop toe takedown. He's got an ankle bar in. And now Pantera fights his way out of it with some punches to the face. Pantera's first man to his feet, but that leg seems a little injured. Royal Albertal seems a bit ginger himself. He's going for a suplex. Does he have him? The referee seems to be blocking my camera. No production issues much. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to apologize for that. Pantera knocks Tall down, and now Ben is up on the apron distracting Pantera. It's giving his friend Royal Albertal a breather. Tall had enough time there to catch his breath, but Pantera gets him anyway. He's got him in the headlock. Punch to the face. And he's going to roll him up again. Look at this. 1, 2, and a kick out by Royal Albertal. Surely you're not going to get him that easy. Stomped at the back of the leg. Punch to the face. Did I see blood? I think Royal Albertal might be bust open right now. He gets whipped off the ropes. Shoulder tackle. Pantera was so quick with that, he fooled even me. Royal Albertal had no way to stop it. Big right hand. Takes him down. This British technical style. And again, just takes him down. It's wearing him out. And a kick to the back of the head. They didn't teach him that in prep school. And he's got a crossface in. Royal Albertal has the crossface locked in. Pantera is not getting to the ropes. That is not happening right here. Is he going to break it? I think he bit the fingers of Tall there. Big clothesline by Pantera knocks Royal Albertal over the ropes and onto the floor. Running shoulder tackle. He picks him up onto his shoulders again, and he just carries Tall over. This time it wasn't a throat across the ropes, it was a chin across the apron. Royal Albertal throws Pantera back into the ring, up to the referee's count of 4. Elbow from Pantera knocking Royal Albertal down. And he's got him up with the choke slam. Choke slam by Pantera Roja Dos. And now Big Ben is back up on the apron, distracting him again. The referee should really throw Ben out of here. He's causing distractions. It's the second time. But it again gave Royal Albertal enough time to take advantage. But then he stops. He seems stunned. He's up. The Panther slam on 1, 2. How did Tall kick out of that? I thought that was it. Panthers slam in the center of the ring, and somehow Tall kicked out of it. Pantera seems to be seeing red right now. He's choking Royal Albertal on the flat of the mat. He's picked him up. Whips him to the ropes. Ducks the clothesline. And look at this drive-by elbow. This kick. This is brutal. These are just clubbing blows being exchanged by both men. This is strong style right now. Crossbody accidental to the back. We've got our one. Pantera is not having any of that. He is not losing to two accidentals across the back. Look at this technical. Oh my God. The arm is not supposed to bend that way. It's all dropping the knee with a kick to the face. All of these little blows add up. And that was not a little blow. That was a knee to the mush. Tall, it looks like he's just gone to the corner and he's run in with a big kick. That glancing blow across the face of Pantera Rojados is enough to remove your face paint. Look at this cross leg submission applied. And now the arm. I think it would actually serve Pantera better to stop attacking all the body parts and maybe focus on one area. And here we go. He's got a sharpshooter, but he was too close to the ropes. We've got the British style right here, but we also have that lucha style coming from Pantera Rojados. These are two conflicting traditional styles of wrestling. Pantera again choking Royal Albert Tall. A gut punch which literally took Tall off the ground. Pantera now climbs to the outside only to come back in. I think he changed his mind when he saw Tall after getting back up. Tall has the momentum now. He's just whipped Pantera to the ropes and bounces his head off that top turnbuckle. And was that a headbutt? No, it was a chop in the corner followed by a headbutt and a kick to the inside of the knee. Rope assisted kick to the inside of the knee. Pantera is hobbling. Royal Albert Tall has him from the back. Look at this back breaker. If he can lock in that submission, maybe that's it now. He goes for that sharpshooter. The neck and back damage. Maybe Tall is going to have this. Pantera lifts Tall and drops him over his head. And again with the choke slam. Loco Lobo Azul hasn't even had to distract the referee in this one. But Big Ben is distracting the ref. 1, 2, 3. Look at that. The mind games at play with this one, ladies and gentlemen. The referee allowed Ben to distract him 2 times. He distracted Pantera twice, but the ref saw through that, I think, at the end there. That's why the referee looked through the assist on the outside and called that pin. Lobo Azul is celebrating like he had something to do with this victory, and to be honest, I think the mind games were enough to assist there. Pantera Rojados and Loco Lobo Azul, Dos Bestias Locas, the newest team here at CWS. Let's see what these guys can go on to do. If they can be that effective in singles action, let's see what they can do in tags. Big Ben must be raging, and I'd say Royal Albert Tall is in a bad way after that. Hello everyone and welcome back to part 4 of Championship Wrestling Series Tombstone TV. This is part 4 of episode 10. Making its way to the ring, Travis the Savage Sanchez. Travis the Savage has had a fantastic run since he's debuted here at CWS. Look at him shadowboxing, just showing his speed to the crowd. He's enjoying himself tonight. Travis has been on an incredible run. He has defeated opponent after opponent, and he thought he had a big match at the Survivor Slam. He told us he wanted to work his way up to that heavyweight championship. He might even do a pit stop here at the Intercontinental Championship. He thought he had another match, another opponent lined up, and he was going to take beautiful Bruno Bravo to his limit. But maybe he had underprepared for Bruno, because Bruno came with his A game that night. He has the wrestling skill, and he proved his point. He was able to stop Travis that night with his exceptional wrestling skill and actually defeat Travis on pay-per-view. So Travis's mind must be all over the place right now. And then last week, after beautiful Bruno Bravo defeated Kenny Campbell, Travis came out and he mockingly applauded Bruno. Definitely haven't seen the end of that. So tonight, Travis wants to get back on the path. He wants to get his momentum, and this is his opponent for this evening, El Maestro. This guy, he's a music teacher, he's a Spanish teacher, he's a pro wrestler, he does it all. This luchador is massive. He is a giant man, and he also wants to get his way to the World's Heavyweight Championship. El Maestro, oh, he's just picked up and rocked right there with that standing spinebuster and a knee to the face from Travis. And another spinebuster. Travis has told me actually today that he has been training. He has been working, he said, on martial arts. I'm not sure what he means by that. He's a professional boxer who had to give up boxing because he was getting too many concussions. He's decided to take his hand at wrestling. And look at this. He has definitely not encountered that move before. For all Travis has with quickness, for his agility, with his strength, with his punching power, the headbutts and the kicks that he's been learning, his weakness is his wrestling game. There are simply holds and grapples that he's not experienced. That being said, it's very hard to defend against a running knee to the face too, isn't it? El Maestro seems to have a bit of the momentum on his side right now. Travis gets up into the corner, and there, a jumping forearm and a splash in the corner. El Maestro now he's riling the crowd up, and a jumping, spinning DDT. El Maestro with a shotgun dropkick. Travis does not know where he is. You know, I think that loss to beautiful Bruno Bravo at Survivor Slam has really rocked Travis. Travis is not himself right now. As I said, he was training martial arts, but he can't defend against this. Second rope clothesline from El Maestro. 1, 2, Travis is up. Kick to the back. Travis really needs to find his feet here. He can't land any of those clubbing blows from the ground, really, can he? He's on the receiving end of these punches, and a kick to the gut brings Travis down. Oh, there we go, ground and pound. This is where Travis has a bit of his A game. He's got the advantage. El Maestro knows that, though. Look at him, the wherewithal of this guy. He's after getting out of the ring. Leaps back in, whipped off the ropes. Travis Sanchez with a running spear takedown. Travis grabs El Maestro. He's dragging him over to the ropes again. And a kick. And a kick. And he's just dragging the ropes against the throat. I mean, that's the same in any combat sport. That's going to rock you either way. You need your air. If you can't breathe because your throat's been obstructed, you're going to find it hard to get your wind. Which actually will lean into this. This is the game plan by Travis. These gut punches, taking away the wind of the bigger man. Throwing him around the ring. 1, 2. I don't think Travis is actually going for the pinfall there. That's all leaning into it. Putting your weight across the chest of the big man. All these things, the gut punches, the throat. You take away the wind. If you can't breathe, you can't win. Travis punch to the head and a dropkick. Again, look at that. The size of El Maestro with all that weight hitting the ground like that. Knee again across the throat. Everything. Travis's game plan. Oh, and he misses the knee. He misses the knee. I was just about to say Travis's game plan seems to be working. And El Maestro with the quick roll-up, kick to the face combo. El Maestro is truly a pro at pro wrestling. Travis, every time he gets in the ring, he's going to get better. He's going to learn something new. Travis now bounces off the ropes, and he gets drop-kicked to the face. El Maestro, the teacher, is teaching Travis a few things, but he's just got that discus punch. 1, 2, 3. The discus punch was enough. He's after taking El Maestro down. He seems to be very happy about this victory right now. Oh, and look at this. From behind, beautiful Bruno Bravo sneaks up. Travis had no idea that this was coming. Beautiful Bruno Bravo staring into the eyes of Travis. This thing is clearly not over between the two men. Travis gets the win. El Maestro, again, another loss for the big man. But this is it. This is where the tension is, ladies and gentlemen. The future is here. The future is beautiful Bruno Bravo versus Travis the Savage Sanchez. This is not done. Welcome back to Part 5, Episode 10 of Tombstone TV. Our fifth match of the night is Tag Team Action. We have The Technique Al Wrestler and his brother Matt Wrestler, the Wrestler family. These guys haven't been on the greatest run of form. They're looking to change these things. Something's got to change for them. For them to make their way up the ladder here and become successful at CWS, they know something has to change. Something's got to give. And tonight they're going to take on the team of Bad Manners. And this is their first step to get out of the slump. The winner of this matchup between the Wrestlers and Bad Manners goes on to next week's episode of Tombstone TV, episode 11, where they will face the winner of tonight's previous matchup between the Cosmic Alliance and the Gladiators. We saw Tyrion and Theon come out on top of that one, former champs. Going on to next week's episode of episode 11 of Tombstone TV. Who will they face? Will it be the team of Technique Al Wrestler and Matt Wrestler, or Bad Manners? The lights have dimmed, the wrestlers are ready, and here we go. Bad Manners have arrived. The crowd going crazy, going real wild for these guys. The former tag team champions here at CWS. They lost their championships fair and square. They'll admit that themselves to Daryl and Merle, the Walkers Undead, at the Survivor Slam. They just want to have another opportunity at those belts. They do not have an automatic rematch clause for those titles. So like every other team, to challenge for those titles, they have to prove they deserve them. On the road to success, the Wrestlers might just be the first pit stop. Then again, the Wrestlers might put an end to that dream real quick, and we might get a fresh faces challenging for the titles. It looks like we've got Wayne Manor and The Technique Al Wrestler to start this matchup. Low kick. Overhead suplex here by Wayne to The Technique Al Wrestler. The smaller man whips his opponent into the corner. Al with a T-bone overhead capture suplex into that corner. We saw Al bounce off that second turnbuckle. Kick, misses with the elbow. Al got out of the way of that one. And a rolling heel kick to the back of the head of Wayne. Now Wayne is in the wrong side of town. Al picks Wayne up for this pump-handled power bomb, showing his own strength here. Now he's just torquing at the arm, and look at that. The human arm is not meant to bend that way. Quick tag there from Al. Out to brother Matt, who gets caught with an elbow to the knee, a right hand, and some chops, and a big boot takes him down. Wayne now has gone to Bruce in his own corner, and he has tagged Bruce in. Bruce gets kicked to the gut. Matt. Look at this with this gory stretch here. Wayne comes over, punches Matt into the mush to break it up, and gets suplexed over his head for his troubles. Matt now with a back suplex to Bruce, center of the ring, picks him back up for more punishment. Look at that for a whipping clothesline right across the chest. Matt throws Bruce into the corner of the Wrestlers. And Al is not taking it. Punches there as the illegal man, and we've got low kicks here. This is a different side to the Wrestlers. We haven't really seen this recently. And look at that, a top rope elbow to the back. Bruce is in trouble here. Matt tags out. Al is back in. Misses wildly for that grab. These kicks to the back of the leg, and it looks like a suplex of his own. Bruce now proving he's every bit the wrestler that Al is. Bounces the head off that top turnbuckle, and a tag back. Now Wayne, the legal man. Look at this for tag team offense. These guys just flew through the night, and a standing shooting star press. Kick to the back. The Technique Al Wrestler is in a bad way right now. Oh, and look at this. He just wrenched the arm and got momentum back. Quick tag back to his big brother, Matt. Oh, sizing each other out here. Some right hands. And another overhead suplex and a kip up Wayne Manor now. Oh, he went over to talk some smack there to Matt on the apron. Oh! Meanwhile, at the other side of things, Al has just absolutely rocked Bruce with a back body drop on the outside. And look at that for a full capture. What's he call that? The Dark Knight drop. Referees count up to 4. Matt back into the ring and Al gets taken out quickly by Wayne. Bruce is back up on the apron. Well, he was up on the apron. He's just been dropkicked to the outside here. He wasn't even the legal man, and now he's after taking his eyes off his opponent, and he ends up in a submission move. It's like a reverse Boston Crab. Matt gets out of it. Gets punched in the throat for his troubles. Kick to the gut, and here we go. Pump handle powerbomb. Wayne has a pin. 1, 2, 3. That's it. That's all it took. Bad Manners win again. They're going on to face the Gladiators, which means next week on episode 11 of Tombstone TV, both former tag team champions, Bad Manners versus the Gladiators in a number 1 contenders match for Daryl and Merle, the Walkers Undeads tag team championships at the Eliminator pay-per-view. Great win there for the Manners, and just bad luck for the wrestlers. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is your main event of episode 10 of Tombstone TV. We have a fatal 5-way match. Number 1 contendership for the light heavyweight championship up for grabs. And entrant number 1, fresh off his victory versus Jacques Hammer on last week's episode, we have got the Platinum Kid. Platinum Kid is looking to keep this momentum train running. He is one of our most tenured wrestlers here at CWS. He has been on most shows that we have had. Sorry folks, technical issues. Platinum Kid has been on most shows that we have had here at CWS. He's a bit of a fan favorite. He doesn't always win, but he always gives it his best, always gives it hard. As I said last week, I was talking to him and he had been mentioning that he is looking for mentorship. He has been looking for allies in the back. Some people that can give him some wisdom and show him the error of his ways. He is learning on the job as we speak, and we saw that in full effect last week while facing Jacques Hammer. He was hit with the hammer splash a few times, only to avoid it and then use it himself. He told me he watched his game footage back. He heard me refer to that as the Platinum Splash, and he's going to use that going forward as one of his signature moves here. Who will he be against first? Oh, here we go. One half of the Buys tag team, Hardy. Bye. Hardy. He has had a few matches here in CWS. The Buys themselves are very, very popular, very athletic. And if you remember, Hardy has even got some singles wins here. He had a big matchup against Big Ben, and he won that match when Loco Lobo Azul turned up and cost Ben. Hardy got the upset victory there. Let's see if Hardy can maintain that win, apply it to this match, and see if he can win the Fatal 5-Way. And here we go. We've got, representing Wild Tiger, Nick Sparks. Oh, what an entrance here for Nick Sparks. Making his way down the ring, representing the band Wild Tiger, Nick Sparks is heading into this matchup. He too wants a shot at this light heavyweight championship. The scary thing for me is, why would anyone want to fight for that championship when the man holding it is Dr. Dermot Allergy? That man is a beast. He is well able to cause harm and inflict hurt and pain. And he's going to hold that title for a long time, I see. Okay, and number 3, Nick Sparks. Who's the 4th man in this matchup going to be? We knew this. We knew this was the Starshine Kid. We told you earlier today that Starshine Kid would be representing the Cosmic Alliance in this matchup. His friends, his partners, his stablemates Ozone and Moonbeam Jr. both lost their tag team opportunity against the Gladiators today. Starshine Kid has had a few outings here at CWS. He even fought against the CWS World's Heavyweight Champion way back when. He was against Major Attraction and he lost that one convincingly. Major had a dominant display that night. But here we go. Maybe the light heavyweight division is a better fit for Starshine Kid and his techniques. The 4th man in the Fatal 5-Way match, Starshine Kid. Who is the 5th man in this matchup? Do not adjust your TV sets. Hardy must be beside himself. His brother Dudley Bai is the 5th man of the Fatal 5-Way. Will these guys come to blows? Will they team up? Do they have a game plan? Do they know? Did they know each other was in this match? This is news to me, ladies and gentlemen. What an interesting turn of events. The winner of this becomes the number 1 contender for the Light Heavyweight Championship. They move on to the Eliminator pay-per-view and will face Dr. Dermot Allergy for the CWS Light Heavyweight Championship. The 5th man in the Fatal 5-Way, Dudley Bai. Okay, referee's in and the bell has been rung. And straight away the Bais, they go against each other. Look at this for an airplane head scissors takedown. Nick Sparks picks the Starshine Kid up and throws him over his head. Platinum Kid also thrown overhead by Hardy Bai. And look at this. We've got Nick Sparks and Hardy Bai teaming up against Dudley Bai. And a backstabber to the Platinum Kid. This is chaos right now. Dudley is not happy with Hardy. They can't get their hands on each other. Platinum Kid breaks it up with a drop kick. And look at this. Dudley Bai with an elbow to the face of the Platinum Kid. And oh my god, look at that. For the Bai driver. Nick Sparks now with a suplex to Dudley Bai. Starshine Kid catching his breath in the corner while Hardy whips and chops at Nick Sparks. Platinum Kid running shotgun dropkick. Didn't quite get all of it. And a right hand. We've got Starshine Kid with a right hand. Platinum Kid with a dropkick. And now the Bais regrouping here on the outside. Will they team up or will they turn on each other? And I think... Hardy having none of it. He's kicking away at Dudley. These two guys might take each other out of action. Platinum now drops Starshine Kid and Nick Sparks on the outside catching a breather. Hurricane Rana outside. Hardy on Hardy. We've got Sparks grabbing the head of the Platinum Kid and slamming him back into the mat. Now he's turned his attention to the Starshine Kid. He's got him up in this bear hug. Dudley dropping the knee onto the elbow of his brother. And Platinum Kid with a running Hurricane Rana takes down Nick Sparks. The Bais seem so preoccupied with each other that they're counting themselves out of this matchup. Platinum Kid has got a stretch on here. Nick Sparks in the corner, and it's as if Hardy Boy might have heard me because he's turned his attention back to the match. But Dudley just won't let it happen. Starshine Kid misses with the second rope-assisted moonsault. And now Hardy's picked Dudley up on his shoulders. He's just carrying his brother around the ring. Dudley snaps out of it. Fall-away slam from Nick Sparks to the Starshine Kid, and a big right hand to Dudley Boy. Now Platinum Kid wicks Sparks off the rope, and look at that, tossing him over his head. Dudley laid flat on his back in the... Hardy is flat on his back in the corner, and Dudley's now after hitting a Hurricane Rana. He's turned his attention back to Hardy, whips him into the corner. Dudley follows through with an elbow to his brother, And the Starshine Kid on the outside now, pulling out kendo sticks. It's as if he's changed his mind. He's thought better of it. Platinum Kid's up in the arms of Nick Sparks, and he's tossed over his head in a fall-away throw. Nick now turns his attention to the Starshine Kid with a series of elbows, and Hardy hits his brother Dudley with a spinning backbreaker in the center of the ring. Now Nick has been whipped into the corner, and a big-time twisting DDT from Hardy to Dudley right in front of the referee. Center of the ring. Platinum Kid, Starshine Kid, and Nick Sparks all taking each other out on the side. Hardy on the top rope with a big top rope moonsault to his brother Dudley. 1, 2, and a kick out by Dudley. Hardy seems a bit surprised by his brother's actions. Big reversal there from Dudley. And tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. Hardy takes Dudley down. Starshine Kid on the outside with a big right hand to the Platinum Kid, taking him down. Kick to the back of Dudley by. Hardy still in control. Platinum Kid takes Starshine Kid down, only for Sparks to catch him, but he fights out of that too. Elbow from Hardy to Dudley. Starshine Kid now. Oh, look at this. Rolls through, and an Pele kick to Nick Sparks. Hardy whips Dudley into the corner. Oh, Dudley's fighting his way back out, and he's turned the momentum. Now Hardy's in the corner. Big elbow, and look at this for a toe hold stroke type maneuver there from Sparks to the Starshine Kid, and now Platinum Kid throwing Starshine around the place. What broke down between the boys to have them take each other out of this? Maybe the title just means that much to them. And look, a Hurricane Rana from Dudley to Nick Sparks. Dudley whips Platinum Kid in the ring, and now he's locked up with his brother again, throwing Hardy back. And look at the airplane twirl here by Starshine Kid with the Starshine spin, and the Starlight Driver on the outside. Dudley is down, and Platinum Kid with the famous to Hardy by. Climbs to the top rope. He is very far away. Platinum Splash! Platinum Splash! Is he going to get the pin? Starshine Kid and Nick Sparks both in the ring. It's like they're running interference on that. Platinum Kid just hit the Platinum Splash on Hardy Boy. That was his opportunity to win, but he didn't quite take advantage. Dudley now whips Platinum Kid off the ropes. He sees him as a threat. Big time tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. Starshine Kid. Look at that for a 2 knees driven to the face. Platinum Kid with a big back body drop to the Starshine Kid. 1, and Hardy breaks it up. Sparks lying down on the outside. Dudley and Hardy can't take... Oh my god, look at that for a breakdown. Platinum Kid's after preventing Dudley from hitting a big finish on his brother. This is chaos right now. Platinum Kid elbows Hardy into the corner. And pulls him back down, and it looks like Dudley might have just busted the Starshine Kid open there with the heel of his boot. Platinum Kid leaps down, leapfrog, and arm drag. He's taken Sparks down. Platinum Kid, momentum's with him at the moment. Head scissors takedown to Sparks. Dudley and Starshine Kid fighting on the outside. And now Sparks kicks Platinum Kid to the gut, and he's picking him up with this. Oh, nice pump handle slam. Hardy mistimes that run, and he connects with Sparks. Sparks just throws Hardy clean over his head. Dudley now whips Sparks to the ropes. Look at that. Kicks off his chest and lands back on his own feet. And look at this interesting offense there. What a DDT by Dudley to Sparks. Hardy now going for the pin in the corner on Platinum Kid. Starshine Kid was well aware he knocks Dudley down and breaks up the pin from Hardy. Platinum Kid back up on his feet. Starshine Kid takes Hardy off of his, and Platinum Kid with his handspring elbow to the Starshine Kid. I think he's rocked him. He's got him down for the pin, and Sparks breaks that up. Hardy on the outside now picks up a kendo stick, changes his mind, doesn't want it anymore. Sparks, Platinum Kid over his head. Look at these push-ups, these human push-ups. Sparks, pump, handle, slam to the Starshine Kid. Platinum Kid kicks up and breaks up the pin. Hardy whipping and clubbing at his brother in the corner. The Platinum Kid goes for a Hurricane Rana, but it's reversed by Sparks, and he power bombs Platinum Kid onto the Starshine Kid. And look at this. Hardy gets out of that pump handle. Big elbow from Sparks. Hardy's fighting back. Looks like Starshine went to help Sparks there, and Sparks said nope. So Starshine just breaks that up. Dudley now. He's after taking the Starshine Kid down. He's got him down. Oh no, he's on. Same thing. He's after turning around for the by driver. 1, 2. Platinum Kid goes to break that one up. And he goes for the pin himself on Dudley. 1, 2. And Dudley kicks out. Platinum Kid's going to have to do a bit more of that than shake this thing up. Everyone taking turns chopping away at Platinum Kid here. Look at this. Canadian Destroyer. And look at this by driver from Hardy to the Starshine Kid. Nick's not aware. 2, 3. By the time Nick Sparks realized what was happening, it was too late. Hardy by had pinned. That's it. New #1 contender for the Light Heavyweight Championship. Hardy by. This will be an interesting matchup on pay-per-view. Starshine Kid worse for wear on the outside. Hardy might be bust. He's going to have to try to hide that one from the doctor. The doctor loves incisions. This has been episode 10 of Tombstone TV. In your main event, Hardy Boy wins the Fatal 5-Way and will progress to the pay-per-view to face Dr. Dermot Allergy for the CWS Light Heavyweight Championship. Thank you.
You're no match for Dudley will take you down. Shoot her,